This short video will show you how to bring in the Axis M30 series 360 cameras into Genetec Security Center. It's very easy. It's basically exactly the same as any other Axis camera. You do a manual add with the IP address, username, password, port number, all that stuff, or you can do it automatically with a search. I just brought this in. My IP address 192.168.1.168. The only thing you have to watch is once you bring it in, go to the device utility and under hardware, make sure under the lens type it says Axis, which it should by default, and then you edit that and you choose your location, wall, ceiling, or ground. Ground, of course, is the same as our desktop mount that we use for demoing the product itself. I've got it set for wall mount, which it is. The other thing is Genetec seems to bring this in at 640 by 480 by default, which is a little low. So I've upped it to the max resolution the camera can give out, which is 1920 by 1440. That's basically 1080p at a 4:3 aspect ratio. So I'll do that, bring it in, and that's all you have to do. It's pretty easy. Go back to the viewing client, and these are your views that you brought in. View number 1, of course, is the overview. Number 2 is the panorama. 5, 6, 7, 8 are the view areas, the individual view areas. I'll just work with the view area for now, the overview, I should say. Bring that in there, and it should come in as the overview, and camera 2 is the panorama. I'll bring that in there, and that should bring in a nice panorama image too. So I'll double click on this to maximize it so you can see what I'm doing. Dewarping is really easy. If you've got a mouse wheel, it helps a lot. Mouse wheel, just zoom in with the mouse, and then you actually can drag around inside the view area. And you can see, for instance, that if you look at the corner and this door here, it's curved, right? Because that is not dewarped. But as I zoom in with the mouse, then it becomes dewarped, straight edge, which is nice. So that's a dewarped view. You can zoom in as much as your resolution will allow you to. It will break apart at some point. It's a single sensor. But you can see the red part there is the angle that you're showing, and also the where you are within the image. So it actually does a nice job of showing what you're looking at on that little thumbnail there. Same goes for playback. If I go back to playback here, I'll just choose a point here. It's now 2:25 p.m. If I go back to, say, 2:21, this is playback at 2:21 p.m. So I can zoom in on playback and get similar results in the resolution, and I can have a look around inside the image just to check playback, anything that's happened on playback on my overview. I'll go back to live and come back out of this for a second, and then you don't get too much control with the panorama. You've got digital zoom on that, but and you can pan around a little bit inside that. It's already dewarped by the camera, of course, so you don't have to worry about dewarping in there. And the view areas are much the same too. Like the 2 view areas, I'll bring in 2 of them and the 2 remaining tiles, and that just shows basically 2 sections of the overview that's been dewarped by the camera itself. All right, well, I hope that helps.